Yesterday, my wife and I embarked on a journey from Tampa, Florida to Newark, New Jersey. We had just visited our son in Florida and were returning to New Jersey, where our daughter lives. Our flight with Delta Airlines involved a layover in Atlanta. While the first leg of our journey from Tampa to Atlanta was routine and uneventful, the second leg from Atlanta to Newark turned out to be quite interesting. Due to inclement weather, our flight from Atlanta to Newark was delayed, and we found ourselves waiting at the boarding gate. As we conversed in our native language, Punjabi, an elderly lady approached us. She asked if we were speaking Spanish. I greeted her and explained that we were speaking Punjabi, an Indian language. It intrigued me how she thought Punjabi sounded like Spanish. The old lady, who was limping slightly, then kindly offered my wife her jacket, thinking she might be feeling cold. We politely declined, assuring her that my wife was comfortable. After boarding the plane, we were surprised to find the same lady seated by the window in our row. We exchanged pleasantries and settled down. She soon began to share her life story with us. She was of Italian origin, her forefathers having migrated to the USA, but she was born and raised here. She mentioned that her grandfather had been a don in an Italian mafia family. Despite this, she had pursued a peaceful life, mastering in both history and nursing. The lady, who was 77 years old and celebrating her birthday the next day, was on her way to Connecticut, her old home. Her husband was driving from Georgia to meet her there. She had traveled extensively across Europe, China, Korea, Africa, and other parts of the world, but India was still on her list. She spoke with great enthusiasm about various facets of life, history, religion, and politics. It felt as though she had found a long-lost friend to share her tales with, and I listened patiently. She asked about India, its people, and its religions. I briefly explained the tenets of Sikhism, highlighting its roots in Hinduism. When she asked about the best aspect of India, I told her it was the strong family ties and the respect and care for elders. This resonated with her, as she noted that such values seemed missing in Western culture. The lady revealed that she had been married 3 times, with 2 marriages ending in divorce due to infidelity on the part of her husbands. She had 9 children and many grandchildren, but lamented that none had cared to look after her. Privacy and independence were highly valued by her family, leaving her feeling somewhat disappointed and alone. During our conversation, she mentioned feeling unwell and suffering from heartburn and reflux. She wasn't carrying any medicines, but fortunately, I had some antacids with me. After taking the medicine, she felt better. The 2-hour flight passed quickly as we continued our engaging conversation. Upon arrival in Newark, we bid each other farewell. She had ordered a wheelchair and would be taking an Uber to her home. It was the rainy weather, and we wished her the very best as our daughter arrived to pick us up. As we drove away, I saw her waiting for her cab, a sweet and memorable encounter etched in my mind. This journey, filled with unexpected connections and heartfelt conversations, reminded me of the beauty of human interaction and the stories we all carry within us. Please subscribe to my channel for interesting stories.